I'm about to get another electric guitar lesson. Michael here
Hello.
is actually going to help teach me about the pentatonic scale and how to use it. We're looking for a guitar right now.
Right now we're at the PRS booth and it looks like that pretty many of the guitars are already gone.
This one's calling me, I think, right now.
Looks rad.
Very cool. We're gonna go rock out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of my electric guitar series, my progression. I'm here at GuitCon 2018 in Markneukirchen, Germany, and I'm here with Michael Wagner.
I'm here for using Kettner, demoing their stuff and especially their new amplifier, which you are playing over right now, Xperia 200.
Very cool. So you're going to be teaching me how to use the pentatonic scale, how to play it and utilize it, and so that's something I actually have not gone over yet, and I would love to know more about it.
I think you're right now at a place where a lot of people are, like, maybe they have their basics down on the guitar, like all their basic chords. And now they want to get more into like just getting started out with lead playing and how you can actually use the guitar like as a solo instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so maybe tell me how far have you already gotten, like with the, like pentatonics wise? Have you learned like the basic boxes? And
I have not, so I don't have any knowledge. I've heard people talk about it, and a lot of people have commented. You guys have commented in the comment section recommending that I do learn that. So that's something that I've definitely just kind of been wanting to get into for a while.
All right.
So really, where I'm at right now is I've been using Rocksmith 2014 to kind of help getting my fingers moving across the fretboard. Have you heard of that game?
So is that kind of video game where
It's
you
kind of
can
like Guitar
learn
Hero.
guitar?
But
Okay.
you can plug your actual guitar in and you can play.
Crazy. Okay.
And it's amazing, and like you can download your favorite songs.
So you have, and with that game you actually have experience like playing single notes.
It's helped.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but you don't have the actual scale down.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
it kind of died off in the summer a little bit because I was traveling and I
Yeah.
really wasn't able to take my electric guitar with me. It just wasn't easy, so I played my acoustic a lot. So I'm not starting over completely, but I have to kind of get myself back up to pace again.
All right, then I think let's just start out with like the basics of the basics in terms of the pentatonic scale, and
Very
it's like the
cool.
first position, like the vanilla position, but you can do like a whole cool bunch of stuff in it. Let's say we're in the key of A, because it's always dependent on what your key is, where you have to play your pentatonics, obviously.
Okay.
So let's say we're in the standard key of A, and so your first position of the pentatonic starts off at the root note A. If you just can memorize the notes on your low E string, that helps out a ton.
Okay.
Because then when you know where your notes here on the low E string are, you always know where you have to play your pentatonics. Let's say we're doing a song in the key of G, and I know that my G is here.
Yes, on 3rd fret.
Yeah, and then I know, here's my pentatonic. And okay, now we're playing a tune in C, and I know my C is here, then. So
cool.
that would be a great place to start out, just memorizing the notes E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and so on. But the A is here on the 5th fret. What we're basically doing now is like the basic minor pentatonic pattern, the first pattern, and it starts off with the here on the 5th fret with your index finger. Now the pinky goes on the C on the 8th fret. Exactly. Then you have your index finger again on the 5th fret of the A string. Then the 7th fret, the E. And then the index finger again on the 5th fret on the G. Yes. Then we're on the root note again, another A. Another C. A E. A G. Yeah, right there, exactly. And then another A on the high E string. Yes, and another C on the high E string. Exactly. So the whole thing from bottom to top is.
repeat that. Let's
Yeah.
see if I can do it. Oh.
No, it's actually here at
Oh.
That's on the lower strings. It's with the pinky. On the 8th fret, so on the lower strings it's from the 5th fret to the 8th fret. Exactly, and now it's all 5/7, 5/7, 5/7. And now it's 5/8 again. Exactly. 8?
There you
Yes.
go. Awesome.
Yes. And the great thing is now, like these notes, they always fit on a song that's in kind of A minor.
Okay.
So a basic rock song. Like this kind of stuff, like you can play this scale and every note fits. Like maybe you wanna try it. You play the scale up again or down again, and I just lay some chords underneath so you can get a feel for like
Okay.
how the notes sound in this kind of context with a rock backing. So just lay a chord.
Oh, just like play an A chord?
No, you play the scale over it.
Oh, play the scale
Yeah.
over it, okay.
And maybe try to do maybe a little melody or something, or just play the scale up and down, just you get a feel for the scale.
Yeah, I'll probably play the scale up and down. So it was
5/8? Yeah.
oh,
Exactly.
very cool.
So, and that's really the basic, because as you see, like I played a whole bunch of chords and the scale always fitted over it because everything was
Yeah.
in A minor, right?
Very cool. And something I know that I need to actually work on with this hand, because I've been really cognizant of making sure that when I do picking is that I make sure I pick down and up, like alternate picking.
Yes,
And making sure I
exactly.
do that. So like I was kind of not thinking about that because I was trying to make sure that I just go through the scale, but now.
But I think you did a great job. I mean,
I'll make sure
all
that
the
I-
notes came very clean.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
So and it was very articulate.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I think picking wise you did a real good job.
Thank you. Yeah, I just gotta make sure I do kind of like that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to work on too is anchoring my hand more so near the bridge here, so that way I'm not like kind of hovering it. You know.
Yeah, and
Not like-
you can also damp the strings that you're not playing.
That's
with-
what I've heard too about damping.
Yeah.
If you could actually, if you don't mind, like teaching me a little bit about that. That would
Totally.
be super helpful.
So the basic idea is you don't want to make your strings like that so that they don't sound anymore.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. So you want to move the hand just a little bit from the position where all the strings are sounding.
Okay.
You want to move it just a little bit with the edge of your hand to 0.5 centimeter here. So you get this kind of thing. Yeah, and then you can. And it's really dead damping, and also when you're playing single notes like in the pentatonic. In contrast to. Basically everything stays the same, you just have to move your hand a little bit there. Yeah, try it.
Okay.
Exactly.
And something I've been doing too is kind of rolling it. So in case of, for more like, I don't know, leverage up here.
I don't think you have to necessarily roll it, it just moves a little bit up and down, like just a little bit
just
like.
slide it a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
I think my hand just, the angle stays pretty much the same,
Okay.
just goes up and down a little bit.
I'll try that real quick. Yeah, see, I gotta work on that sliding there.
Yeah. But to be fair, it's quite unusual, like to damp the high strings. Like, yeah, maybe sometimes you kind of do it, but usually you want to damp like rather the lower strings. Then get more and more in terms of solo playing, and then get more and more open when you like go on the high strings. Now this is kind of your playground now for playing solos, and what you want to do now is like to try to squeeze melodies out of this, like basic little phrases that make actually sense. And I think you're a singer as well, right?
I am, yes.
I think a good way of thinking is like, how can you sing with the guitar now?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
We have all these crazy techniques here on the electric guitar which we can use to do that, like bending. And for example, vibrato, which you also do with your voice.
Yeah.
And these are the techniques that allow you to really sing on the guitar, but it's a little bit more advanced and you need some strength in your hand and your arms. And at the beginning, I would just try to find some basic phrases, some basic little licks inside that scale, for example. Maybe I can show you that.
The pentatonic scale.
Yeah, totally inside of that scale. I'm just using now the notes of that scale to create little melodies, because a scale is like an alphabet, and now we try to to build words out of the alphabet. Okay. So maybe I can show you a really basic little lick.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So we're here. We're starting off here at the D and G string, 7th fret. Yeah. And what we're gonna do now is so you start off with your ring finger here on the D string. And then you kind of just roll it to the G string. Exactly. But while doing this, you always want to keep your index finger here at the 5th fret where our other notes are from this pattern.
Ah, so you can transition easily.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the whole point. We want to make it as efficient as possible and as easy as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we go from the 7th fret to the 5th fret.
Okay, so
back to the root note here at the 7th fret. Right, so exactly.
Okay.
And then again, just at the beginning as a little finisher, just to the G and back to the A. So exactly. So the whole thing is exactly. Maybe you just play that phrase and I lay a few chords under it, so you can really hear it's really already a little kind of riff or lick or something.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wagner guitar, tons of stuff, like also lesson videos. I did some for Jam Track Central, and I have tutorial videos and everything. So if you're into like a more bluesy kind of lead guitar, you should definitely check out my channel.
Check them out. Well, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.